3 lanes in this episode. Scripture, what the text says word for word. Science, what research has verified. Symbolism, what the theology means. I'll tell you which lane we're in the whole time. Let's go. In Scripture, John 19:29, word for word, a jar of wine vinegar was there. So they soaked a sponge in it, put the sponge on a stalk of the hyssop plant, and lifted it to Jesus' lips. That's the text. A jar, sour wine, a sponge, and a hyssop stalk. That's what Scripture says, nothing added. Now the science, what we can actually verify. Roman soldiers carried posca as their standard daily drink, sour wine diluted with water. Research confirms acetic acid in vinegar kills waterborne pathogens, including Salmonella and E. coli. And here's what archaeology also confirmed about Roman military environments. Peer-reviewed studies of Roman latrine sites across Turkey, Italy, Britain, Austria, and the Netherlands identified roundworm, whipworm, Giardia duodenalis, and Entamoeba histolytica in the waste environments Roman soldiers lived in daily. Researchers at Vindolanda specifically stated conditions were ripe for Salmonella and Shigella outbreaks. I cannot tell you that the specific jar at Golgotha was contaminated. What I can tell you is what Roman soldier environments typically contained, and what research confirms about the compounds in the hyssop stalk carrying that sponge. Thymol and carvacol, the primary compounds in Syrian oregano, are verified to kill E. coli, Salmonella, Enterococcus, and Giardia, the same organisms documented in Roman military environments. The plant carrying the drink was scientifically capable, neutralizing what that drink likely contained. You draw the conclusion. Now the symbolism. And I want to be clear, this is theology, not science, but it runs exactly parallel. At the first Passover in Exodus 12, Hyssop applied the blood of the lamb to wooden door frames. The blood covered the people, death passed over. At the crucifixion in John 19, Hyssop delivered drink to the lamb on a wooden cross. He received what was offered. He said, "It is finished," and he gave up his spirit. Same plant, first and last. The plant that marked God's people clean at the beginning was present when the lamb bore everything unclean at the end. That's not coincidence. The Bible doesn't work that way. Here's where the 3 lanes meet. Science tells us hyssop carries compounds that kill the pathogens found in Roman military environments. Scripture tells us hyssop was the instrument at the first Passover and the last. Theology tells us Jesus bore the sin and filth of the world, so we wouldn't have to. The plant that purified was present when he took on all impurity. God didn't need the science to work, but he built it anyway, because that's who he is. This is God's Pharmacy, biblical plants, real science. Stay grounded, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.